Good morning and welcome to another episode of Unscripted and Unchained RPG Review. I am Bloodworth, and as you can see by the graphics, uh, today I'm going to be talking about the Fallout franchise. All right, and there certainly seems to be a really celebration of this franchise. And my question is, why now? If you are not at all familiar with this franchise, it comes out of Bethesda, one of the leading computer RPG uh, developers out there. I mean, they have a phenomenal hit after hit after hit, whether it's Fallout or you're talking about Elder Scrolls and so on and so forth. And they really do seem to be expanding and licensing out their their computer games out for multiple platforms, and I think that's partly why Fallout seems to have exploded in its 27th year rather than in its during its 25th anniversary year, which was 2 years ago. So that's why it's kind of like a question of why now in my mind. But the Fallout series started as a computer role playing game. It does have an MMORPG, which is Fallout 76. It has a tabletop role playing game, which is through Modiphius. It has a skirmish war game, which is also through Modiphius. It has mobile apps. It has a pinball game. It has board games through either Monolith or Modiphius as well. A Magic the Gathering set, and now, which seems to be all of its buzz right now, is a live action streaming show on Amazon Prime. So yeah, I mean, this is a franchise that has been around now for, as I mentioned, 27 years, and it really seems to be hitting one of those, not just a AAA game, which it's always been, going back to at least Fallout 3, but it's a franchise that is without question one of the most diverse franchises out there. The only thing I did not see that it has at the moment is fiction novelization, written for the setting of Fallout. I had searched, I looked for any kind of books that might be out there for it. But there's game guides that are out there, and there's a making of kind of a book chronicling the creation of the Fallout series and the history of the Fallout series. But like I said, there's no science fiction novelization of Fallout. So that's the one area which I'm kind of surprised isn't already out there. But regardless, there's a lot of content out there for this franchise. And without further ado, I'm going to shift over because there is currently a sale on Steam, and I will bring that up for you to take a look at. So this ends in 3 days or 3 to 4 days or so. So I believe it runs until the 18th. Actually, I thought it was the 19th, but so Fallout 76 is on sale for $7.99. Now, I just started playing this because it's free to play right now, and that's going to end on the 19th, I believe. But it was not I wasn't that impressed with it, and I even did a start off video of it. Which I probably will share at some point, today perhaps. But in comparison to Fallout 4, the graphics in Fallout 4, even though it predates Fallout 76, it certainly outshines Fallout 76 graphics wise as well. And I'm not quite sure the Fallout setting works well in a PvP kind of a setting or format. So the entire franchise is on sale now. As I said, you can get Fallout 76 for 80% off, Fallout 76 Atlantic City for 50% off, and so on and so forth. Fallout 4. So Fallout 4 you can get for $4.99, 75% off, and I certainly, suggest that you do that. You jump on that there, because that's a steal. It's a single player RPG, and it's very multi-layered. And this one I am going to focus on the channel for some time. So so hopefully you'll check it out and follow along. So this came out in 2015. So it's pretty amazing that 5 years later, 76's graphics do not match up as well as with the graphics here. But that might be the nature of an MMO. They just can't push that graphic content to that same level because of the server requirements with multiple users being on the same server. So Fallout New Vegas, so this is an expansion of Fallout 3. And as you can see, I have this in my library. And this came out in 2010. And then Fallout 3 came out in 2009. I forget, to be honest with you. Now, I originally had this on the CD. All right, so this was originally, this was before streaming, or that's when I got this, was before it was on Steam. But it was recently put on Steam, and when I say recently, within the last 10 years or so, it was put on Steam, and that's when I picked it up on Steam as well. But there's, you can see only $4.99, which the Game of the Year edition, so grab the Game of the Year edition of that, and that's a phenomenal game. Then we go to Fallout Classic, which I picked up all of these in a bundle. So Fallout 1 was put on Steam in 2015, Fallout 2 2009, and Tactics. Tactics was also 2009. And so I'll have to double check these. Now Fallout Shelter, you can it's free to play, and I believe it's been free to play for a very long time, and this originally came out in 2017. And as a matter of fact, I really should I'll actually install this on mine as we speak and add it to my library. So my Fallout library, as you can see here, I'm putting on Shelter, which I haven't had. Wow, it's already ready to play. So so you can see here, I have everything now from Fallout 1 through Fallout Tactics, and Shelter I just added in this moment. So I'm going to get back to running Fallout 4. As you can see in my recent iteration of running the game, I've run it for 16 hours over the last couple of days. So I will start putting up some videos of Fallout 4. So there you have it. I mean, you have a franchise here that has virtually every type of access point you can possibly have to a franchise. There is also merchandise out there as well, which is something I didn't mention. So there is Fallout merchandise that's not just what comes with sometimes those collector's editions of the games, but you can go out there and you can get all kinds of things with the Fallout theme on them as well. I'm sure that there's probably bobbleheads and those kinds of things for the Fallout franchise. So really good. Now my commentary on the streaming, on the live action streaming. So far, I'm 90% of the way through episode 2. I'm really enjoying it. I mean, it is so far pretty true to the setting and true to the IP. I like the character development so far in just the first 2 episodes. This is something that I'm going to probably watch, pretty much piecemeal over the next couple of days and get through. I believe there are 7 episodes or 6 or 7 episodes in the first season. And then I will probably just watch all the way through a second time, and that's when I'll start giving my commentary on each of the episodes as I'm going through. So I will give some kind of a review of each of those episodes going through, and really impressed with how much Fallout has, how far it has come, and it's finally getting the true exposure that I think that it deserves as not just a AAA computer game franchise, but it's a AAA franchise. I mean, I expect there to be other media outlets for this to go into. I mean, could we see Fallout on the big screen? I think it's certainly possible, especially with with how well received so far the series has been on Amazon Prime. So yeah, I look forward to it. It's almost guaranteed a second season on Amazon Prime, just based on the feedback that I have seen so far. For it on the channels that I follow on YouTube, that it's definitely very, very well received. So hope you enjoyed this video. Be on the lookout for that content. I will probably do an upload later on today of Fallout 4. I do have in the can that Fallout 76 start off that I'll probably throw that up too. These are very, very quick for me to generate this kind of content, because I don't have to package it inside this XSplit broadcaster. I can just go direct to upload, and they go up much, much faster. So enjoy the rest of your day, and be on the lookout for some Fallout franchise coverage on my channel over these next couple of days. In 3 days' time, I am leaving for Rising Phoenix GameCon. So I don't know if they've closed ticket sales on or badge sales on the website as of now. They probably will have door sales, at the convention site itself. But if you are going to the convention, be on the lookout for me. I'm running 5 different games there, and Fallout is probably something that I will purchase. It was on my buy list for as a tabletop RPG, and Modiphius does have the starter set is on sale, and I'll probably get the core rule book of it as well. So be on the lookout for some of that content on this channel coming forward as well, and perhaps Fallout is something that I could see myself running in the. I'm not quite sure if I'll be running it in 2024, because my schedule is kind of booked, but perhaps 2025, maybe Rising Phoenix, not Rising Phoenix. Possibly Rising Phoenix in 2025, but maybe the Philadelphia area game Expo might be where I debut running Fallout. So you all have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week. We're going to have some really pleasant weather over the next 2 days or so here in New York. So hope that you're getting some nice spring weather as well. and you all have a great day. Take care.